Oh. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Hey Pooja, I see you. Hey friends. Nice to see you all. 60 minutes today. Yin restorative yoga. I'm feeling a little bit tender today. So feeling some hips and feeling some bolster action. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Judith. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you from gorgeous Chicago. I'm glad our schedules have aligned again. Thank you, Judith. Yeah, grateful that we're here. Grateful that it is aligned and not exactly when you're working. And yeah, welcome. Come on in. Does anyone have a specific posture or asana that they want me to include today? As I mentioned, I'm feeling the bolster, kind of some twist into the bolster, and maybe having the feet up, propped up for a little bit, some incline. And yeah, we're only in 60 minutes, so I don't want to take a lot of time with chat, but please feel free to share if there's something specifically you want to hit. And if you are new here, my name is Samantha Kristoferson, and you are most welcome in this practice space with us all. We are a circle here, and we all bring gifts to this circle. We are all equal in this circle, so thank you for being here. Hi, Laura. Oh, thanks, Judith. Thanks for your donations. I posted some information that if you are new, I always like to give you a little info at the beginning, some clarity around what we do. And I am grateful for your donations as I am self-employed. And this is my career. Tight all over, honestly, anything. Okay, good. That feels good. Hi, Cora. Nice to see you. Thanks for the emoji. So in this offering, I always begin in Shavasana and end in Shavasana. So let's get down into our corpse pose. Whatever is feeling called to you. Maybe you have something underneath the head, underneath the legs. Please make sure you have as many props as you would like. Cushions, soft space to operate. I've got my eye on the time. I sure do. And yeah, we're here for 60 minutes today, so it will feel like exactly what we need. But find yourself onto the floor, come down into that space, get ready to sink in. If you have some plant medicine or some essential oil, just to give your olfactory senses something to connect into. Using smell in this practice can help stimulate to the brain and nervous system that we are entering a state of relaxation, healing. Doesn't always have to be the same smell. The invitation to start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, closing down the eyes or focusing the gaze in that third eye space, even rubbing in between the eyebrows just to remind our optic nerve that this is where we're anchoring here. And if our eyes are open, just a soft gaze into that space. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and fill up your belly. Blow it up like a balloon. Expand, expand, and release through the mouth. Breathe in. And release. Squeeze everything out. Breathe in. And release nice and slow. Let's anchor our shoulders. Let's pick up our right shoulder and pull it down and back like we're pinching back our wing, pulling back the wing, opening the chest, opening through the rib cage. And doing the same on the opposite side, pulling down and back that left shoulder blade and feeling our shoulders connecting into the ground. Even with a pillow or blanket underneath the neck and head, you can still practice this expansion in the heart chakra, in the solar plexus, in the sacral chakra. We're opening ourselves. Let our arms flop out to the sides. Maybe it feels best, palms down, palms to the side, out. Just let your arms fall naturally down. So much energy around us, so much tightness, so much tension, so much joy, so much sadness. Just notice what you're sensing. Try to identify what's yours. The sturgeon, full moon, the lunar pull on the waters of the earth. That's just pure science. We're 2/3 water. And so, of course, the full moon impacts us because we are water. First, we're going to start with offering our hamstrings as a large component of muscles, some release. So locate a strap or a belt or a towel. Okay, and as we move into this practice, as always, I encourage us to connect with the vagus nerve, turn it on, let it know that we're ready for healing, let it know that we're safe. And we do that by breathing our ujjayi breath, our ocean breath. We can control the glottis muscle that we use when we whisper. When we whisper, we use this muscle. So if you can whisper and breathe from that place. It starts to transform that breath into the wave, connects with the vagus nerve, and naturally slows the breath, the inhale and exhale. So try that practice if you can. And I'll keep cueing us to coming back to that practice, that breath work. And in those senses of us feeling like we're not doing enough, we're not moving faster, we're not working, it is as simple as being with our breath and anchoring our gaze that we bring healing to the body. And gently bend the knees, bringing the feet flat on the floor. We'll start on the left side today, picking up the left foot and looping the strap over the ball of the foot. I like to wrap the strap or towel around my hand so that my arms can hang heavy. Knee can stay bent, of course, or extending through the heel. Extension through the heel is what's more important than how close you bring it to your body or how much you can bend. Extend and sense what you're experiencing in the back of your leg, through your hips, through the knee, through the calf. Let the arms anchor into the ground. We're here for a little while. Extend through the heel, up to the ethers. And if you wish, you can release that right leg down onto the ground or keep it bent. Allow the leg to fully feel heavy. Maybe it trembles or shakes. Maybe you toot. All of that energy needs to be released. Don't hold it in. Breathe and anchor the gaze. Thank you, Carol, for your donation. Thank you, everyone, for being here in this practice today on this full moon. Let's release here. Any tension held in the mouth, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth or tuck it behind the front teeth. Jaws heavy, chin slightly tucked. Long, beautiful spine. We're here for 2 more minutes. Notice if you're clenching anywhere, tightening. Try to observe it. Breathe in through the nose, nice and slow. Slowly release any pull you had on the strap, but don't lower the foot. Take your strap and make an X, cross it between the two hands. Loop them again. Extend the heel to the sky, point the big toe into the right side, and gently draw that leg just lightly, smoothly. Extend the heel, point the toe. It's not about how far, it's about the sensation through the foot, ankle, calf, knee, all of those muscles connected into the bottom of the calcaneus that flow up through the leg into the lower back. Breathe. We're here for a shorter amount of time. And if you've joined us in, we're here for restorative yoga. We hold these poses, these postures, asanas for longer periods of time. And the purpose of yin, the principle, is finding a comfortable, stable place to release and let go. Last 30 seconds. Extend the heel. Breathe. And slowly let that foot hover back over the left hip. Before we put it down again, one more. Extend through the heel. Take the big toe, point it out to the left, and slowly draw it to the right side of your body. Just really micro movements here when we're extending fully through the heel. Notice any immediate clenching in the buttocks or legs. Try to relax, breathe. We honor and are grateful for these body parts that allow us to jump, move, pivot, dance, float, swim. And we give it space and time with this breath for the healing and release it requires. And gently release that foot, release the strap, bend the knee, and find the floor, maybe extending the leg fully. I'm not kidding. Maybe letting it float out. Always with this hamstring, comparing the sensation of the first leg finished versus the one still to go. When you're ready, bend the knees again, bring the feet flat on the floor, and let's bring some balance to the body, picking up the right foot and looping that strap. We move slowly and mindfully, setting up in these postures because it's the communication in between the postures that can send us messages. Extend that heel up towards the sky and gently pull the leg towards you. If you extended your leg on the right side, extend the left here. We're here for 4 minutes. Focus on that third eye in between the eyebrows. Do you see darkness? Do you see imagery? Are you overwhelmed with ideas and messages? Release it and focus on the breath as you observe the third eye. Few more minutes. Extend the heel, sense the back of the leg. Don't try and control the leg. Don't try and force it to be anything. Just let it be. If it shakes or trembles, allow it to be. almost there. Gently release the pull. Take your strap and cross it in an X between the two hands. Check in with your shoulders. Anchor your shoulders down and back. Arms are hanging heavy. Extend through the heel. Take the big toe, point it into the left side, and slowly do a nice draw across to the left side till you can feel those sensations. If you're not sensing it, maybe gently pulling the leg a little bit more inwards towards the chest. But more important is extend through the heel, extend through the toe. It's a shorter amount of time. Breathe, Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. Anchor the gaze. We don't need any of that shit in our body. Release it all here. Last 30 seconds. Gently allow the foot to hover back over the right. Extend through the heel, point the big toe out to the right, and slowly draw it. Woof. Breathe. Release the sounds, release any stuckness. Almost done. And gently release the strap. Bend the knee. Slowly find the floor. And extend the leg. Just relax here in observation for a moment. Maybe rock the leg side to side. And before we move from the floor, you may want the strap. We will move into a happy baby posture. And so maybe if you feel comfortable, more comfortable using the strap, bend the knees and gently pick up your left foot and loop it like you did before. Bring the strap around your hands and pick up your right foot and also place it in the strap. Spread the feet to what feels comfortable. Bend the knees and let the shoulders, arms feel heavy and sit into this happy baby. Wherever feels comfortable, we're anchored in the lower back, hips on the ground. And if you don't wish to use the strap, using your hands and grabbing either on the inside or the outsides of your feet. Maybe it brings a little rocking into yourself, but anchor through the shoulders, anchor through the spine, relax the face. We're here just for a few minutes, opening Relax your feet, relax the toes. I sometimes like to shift my belly around my legs to create space for those thighs. Two more minutes here. Use the whole cavity of that belly, rib, and chest when you breathe in Ujjayi breath. If you can whisper, you can practice this breath. And gently now release the strap, release the fingers. Slowly allow the feet to find the floor. And roll to the right side. Continue the breath. Slowly now make your way up into tabletop. Again, a reminder for those who feel their wrists in this position, rolling up a blanket and just giving them a bit of height can help take that direct 90-degree bend out. I am under a beautiful carpet and a few mats, so please make sure the knees are protected. I'm going to drop the belly, raise the chin, point the tailbone, breathing in, exhaling and rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Move through some cat-cow here with your breath at your own pace. And slowly come back into a neutral spine. We're going to move into dragon. So bringing the right foot up on the outside of the right hand. You can move your hands a little bit closer together if that feels good. And with our foot here, we slowly turn it out about 45 degrees. Let the knee come outside, falling outside a little bit. You can slide your left leg back. Also feel free to use your props underneath the body so that you feel comfortable, stable, and supported in these positions, that you're not going deeper than you want. And if you would like, using blocks or a chair to support yourself as you sink into that position, maybe onto the elbows. Just make sure our knee is going outside of the foot, not the foot spreading out too far. We're here for a few minutes. Breathing Ujjayi breath. Eyes at the third eye. Release any thoughts, release anywhere to be. Anchor in the breath work, anchor in this healing modality. Release the sounds, tears, laughter. All of that is so welcome in the practice. None of it needs to be explained or justified. And slowly now start to come up onto your hands and gently start to ascend your weight back, drawing that right foot back into tabletop, adjusting your props, maybe sitting back, moving the hips around, release anything that might be stuck there. And when you're ready, gently pulling and bringing that left foot up beside the left hand. Taking the left toes, pointing them 45 degrees. Allow that left knee to fall out to the side. And slide your right leg back, sinking down into the same variation you chose. And we're here for 3 minutes. Notice if your hips are asking you to lean towards the right side, just try and bring them back into neutral hip alignment, both facing forward. You'll notice because you put more weight on the right elbow, Try to come back to that equal distribution. Let the knee fall out. Breathe. Lots of offerings today on Insight Timer for the Sturgeon full moon. And I gently encourage everyone to really reflect today. What are you sensing? What are you experiencing? What do you no longer want to tell yourself? What stories do we want to release with this full moon? And the whole family today is making full moon water tonight. Even Emilio and myself have special jars. We fill it up with beautiful water and we put them out when the sun goes down and pull them in before the sun comes up. That water we use to drink throughout the month, drinking in the light of the moon. If we're feeling low, we'll have a little sip and use it to charge up our sacred items. And in general, just bring more magic into our daily lives. We're almost there. One more minute. And gently now start to bring your hands back down under the shoulders. Move the props. Send your weight back and gently slide that foot back into all fours. Now we're going to stretch our feet, picking up the toes, tucking them underneath, even using our hands, pulling them to connect in with the ground, doing our best to keep our heels together if that's safe for you. And you may stop here, feeling a nice stretch with our hands still on the ground. You can stop anywhere you start to feel a nice stretch and sensation for the soles of the feet, the toes. Walk yourself back if you're able until the full weight is over top of your feet. Release the feet. We're just here for a few minutes. Relax the shoulders and arms and breathe. This is wonderful for anyone suffering from plantar fasciitis. And again, there's no end game in this opening of the feet, so anywhere works. And 5 years ago, I was not able to do this posture at all. And so with time and attention, the body responds to the breath. And gently now start to walk yourself back down into all fours. Pick up the feet and tap out the toes. Sitting back on top of the heels if you're able. And gently lifting the knees. Just bring a nice stretch to the tops of the shins and ankles. And release that back down. Move any props out of the way here. And slowly lower yourself down onto the ground, onto our elbows, underneath the shoulders. If this is too intense, cross your hands over top of each other and rest your head in crocodile here. And if you are able, keeping up on the elbows, pull your chest forward, chin and gaze is straight ahead. Shoulders are down and back. We're stretching this upper part of our spine. We're strengthening our upper back. And we're elongating around our abdomen. If you wish to have more, taking your arms out to either side of your mat, spreading your fingers, pushing into the ground and lifting up the body. Choose whatever variation you wish. We're still with our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath, anchored into the third eye. And gently, slowly lower your left ear down onto the ground. Bring your arms down by your side and let go fully here. Breathe in and pick up the head, gently switch it over to the other side and lower it down on the right ear. Let go into the floor. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push into the floor, lifting yourself up and sitting on your buttocks. Grab your bolster or couch cushion. So we're gonna sit with our left knee out in front of us, the bolster right up against the left hip. Bring our right leg down so that our right knee is touching the left foot or close to it, and point it out almost like a little windmill of the body, sitting up nice and tall. You can even reach your arms up nice and tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly twisting to the left side and lowering the body down onto the bolster. Crickety crack. If this is too low, consider putting blocks underneath your bolster so it's a little bit more accessible. No matter how high, we're just twisting into the side, twisting through the spine, anchored through the hips onto the ground. And your head can turn to either side, whatever you prefer. And we are in our final minutes of our practice. Imagining this beautiful twist through the organs, through the spine. A massage of the breath. And gently bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Push up and out of that twist. And gently lift your knees and rotate them to the opposite side. Aligning that right hip now up against the bolster. Checking with our hips and our feet. Lift our arms up. Breathing in. Exhaling, twisting to the right. And taking the same variation as the other side. Oh, sorry. Gently now bring the hands under the shoulders. Push yourself up and out of that twist. Slowly, we're going to make our way onto our back. And I'm going to elevate my feet for my Shavasana. But you're returning now to your corpse pose, your Shavasana, for our final meditation. If you'd like to elevate your feet, go for it. Anchor yourself into the ground. Release the breathwork practice. Keep the anchor in on the third eye. Breathing through the nostrils with no effort. Maybe covering the eyes if you wish. And gently breathe in a nice deep breath into the belly. And release it with a sigh. Breathe in, blow it up. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. Rotate the wrists and the ankles. Wiggle them around. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands together. Interlace all but index fingers. Try interlacing in a different direction than you normally do. Inhale, send the hands over the head and stretch long as you can through the body. Exhale, release the body into the ground. And gently rolling to the right side. And in your own time, sitting up for our final salutation. Bring your hands together at chest center. Slightly bow your head. Sending prayers to all of you. Namaste, Chimigwich, Tak, Mahalo, Sheshe. This practice has come to an end. A little bit over time. Lo siento. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you being in practice in this circle. I'm glad you enjoyed the class. I'm here for tea and talk for the next